Hello, lovelies. So I know just how important eating well is to all of you, and I know that for me, healthy eating often starts with an organized fridge. So today I've teamed up with the Home Depot Canada to share 10 easy ways to keep your fridge sorted and your eating on track. And of course, it all starts with the right refrigerator. Between running a busy food blog and feeding a hungry family, my fridge sees a lot of action and space is always at a premium. And while my existing fridge has been great, the truth is I need something a little larger that can keep up with this bustling kitchen. So of course I hit my local Home Depot to check out their amazing selection of appliances that are loaded with innovative features and smart home capabilities to make life in the kitchen easier, which, as you guys know, is what I'm all about. Now, I will just tell you that there are a lot of options when it comes to choosing a new fridge. Fancy finishes, extra drawers and doors, and even built-in tablets. The future is now, people. Now, I'll admit the whole process was a little overwhelming. Thank goodness my friend John in the orange apron was there to help answer any of my questions. Is there anything it can't do?
It doesn't cook, unfortunately, or clean. But
because that would be really nice.
It would be nice, yes.
Yeah. And in the end, I chose this beauty. It's an LG InstaView door-in-door fridge with a craft ice maker, and seriously guys, what is not to love? It's got a special window that allows you to see inside without even opening the door. It's got a dual ice maker that makes these fancy schmancy ice spheres that are slow melting and perfect for entertaining. And it can even send an alert to your smartphone if you or your little ones have accidentally left the fridge door open. How awesome is that? All right guys, now that I'm done gushing about my new fridge, it's time to talk about how to keep it organized. First up, I like to line my shelves with these easy to clean rubber mats that make spills no big deal. As an extra bonus, they actually allow you to lay your bottles on their sides without rolling around. I like to use bins, baskets, and a Lazy Susan to keep everything as accessible as possible. Bins are great because they contain spills and prevent leaking, while a Lazy Susan makes everything really easy to reach. I also recommend using a magazine holder like this to keep your tall vegetables like celery and asparagus upright. It saves you a ton of space. When it comes to preventing food waste, a great idea is to create an Eat Me First bin on the top shelf. This is where I'll store things that are close to their expiry to make them really accessible and make sure people grab them first. The top shelf is also the perfect place to store any leftovers because it's at eye level. It will be the first place your family reaches when they're feeling peckish. And for the very same reason, I also like to store my water infusions at eye level because it helps remind me to stay hydrated through the day. I have to say, I love that this fridge has an extra tall water and ice dispenser because it allows me to fit my entire pitcher underneath. How awesome. Now, creating a smart snacking section in the fridge is another great way to ensure that your whole family is eating well. Things like fruit cups, applesauce, yogurt, and cheese sticks are all great grab-and-go snack options. I like to use the door-in-door feature in this fridge to help make everything extra accessible. It allows me to grab a quick snack for Elle and I without having to open the main door, saving energy and time. When it comes to storing raw meat, I always recommend storing it near the bottom of the refrigerator where it's coolest and it can't drip and contaminate other items in the refrigerator. I also recommend either using a bin or a rimmed baking sheet to keep them contained. Another great way I like to stay organized and ensure my food is always at its freshest is by using opened on labels. Basically, I just add the date on which I opened something, and that way I know when it's time to be replaced. Come on guys, we all have that bottle of Worcestershire sauce way in the back of our fridge. When was it open? Who knows? This way you can keep track of those kinds of things. Thanks to smart cooling technology, this fridge will actually keep produce fresh up to 2 times longer than a regular fridge. But it's still important to store things correctly. You always want to use the low humidity drawer for produce with skins, things like apples and pears, and you always want to use the high humidity drawer for things like fresh leafy greens or cruciferous vegetables like broccoli. I like to add a paper towel to the bottom of each drawer to keep things tidy and easier to clean. I like to store my condiments upside down to make sure I'm getting every last drop from them. The best way to do that though is by using an egg carton, which will prevent them from tipping over. And there you have it guys, a neat, tidy, and organized fridge with everything in its place. How satisfying. satisfying is that? I hope you'll give some of these tips and tricks a try, and if you do, be sure to tweet me, Instagram me, or Facebook me a photo, because you guys know I love seeing what you're up to in your very own kitchens. Big thanks to the Home Depot Canada for sponsoring this video. If you'd like to learn more about this amazing fridge or the rest of the awesome appliances they have to offer, you can click the links in the description box below. And finally, if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe because there is lots more deliciousness where this came from.